Welcome back. My name is Paula Congdon, and I'm an effectiveness coach at STEM Academy and Hawthorne Elementary School. This presentation will outline how you can access and understand your child's digital portfolio. We will walk you through the process from logging in for the first time to how to post comments to your students' work. As you may remember from a video from earlier in the school year, our K-5 STEM campuses will be using a digital portfolio to give feedback to student families regarding student learning this year. There are several reasons for this. The most important being that a traditional gradebook did not support our proficiency-based progress work. Teachers were not able to report out on student progress outside of the student's grade level. Additionally, the feedback that teachers were able to capture in a traditional gradebook was limited to a score of 4, 3, 2, or 1, and the student voice was absent from the process. The month of October has been spent collecting students and families to FreshGrade. If you have been given consent for your Level 2 or 3 child to access, you have been hopefully able to download the app onto their device, and your child has been able to log in and use the app. Students are able to see their digital portfolio, upload artifacts, and reflect or comment on their work. Many Level 1 classrooms have been able to do this as well. As a parent, you should have also gotten an email from FreshGrade prompting you to log in to see your child's portfolio. If you have not gotten this email, but you have consented for your child to use FreshGrade, please contact your child's homeroom teacher to have the email resent. The email that connects you with your child's FreshGrade account is generated and sent by FreshGrade, but it has your child's teacher's name listed as the sender of the email. When you have received the email from FreshGrade, click on the View It Now button. Provided in the email. This will take you directly to a login page for your child's portfolio. When you are on this page, it will ask you to enter your email and the secure code that was on the initial email from FreshGrade. The portfolio is organized on a timeline. The newest entries are at the top, and the older entries are farther down. You can scroll through the items to see how learning has progressed. To take a closer look at what the activity was, click Show. Now you should be able to see the standard that your child was working towards. The first number in the standard is the grade level that the learning target is from. The second section of that information tells the strand or power standard that your child was working towards. These power standards are aligned with the School District of Waukesha standards. The last numbers or letters give more specific information about what learning outcome was being measured. Currently, FreshGrade does not list this information in the parent view. but it should be communicated through the activity description or rubric attached to the activity. Click if a teacher has added a description of what the activity is. That will be included in this area as well. Sometimes there might be a student artifact on their timeline. This is an example of the student work and/or their reflection on their work. This is often uploaded as a picture. You can click on the picture to get a larger view. You can also download the picture onto your computer if you would like to keep a copy of the picture for your own files. Take note also if there is a rubric attached to the artifact. This rubric would include specific feedback from the teacher on what may still need to be practiced or what next steps for learning may be. In the example you see here, start by looking at the center column. The student was proficient on the first and last criteria. Since the student is still working on proficiency for the center criteria, specific feedback was written by the teacher to help them know what they still need to practice. Next steps for learning was not filled out because the student is still working on proficiency. As was shared in an earlier video, teachers will not be declaring if students have scored a 1, 2, 3, or 4 on an activity. The scoring will be proficiency-based. Currently, the language used by FreshGrade for this is yes or no. We are hoping to have an option developed that includes proficient and still working towards proficiency. Teachers feel that this is more specific and more supportive of a student growth mindset. When proficiency has not been demonstrated and a score of no has been marked, there should be specific feedback entered for what the student needs to practice for the proficiency to be attained. Teachers may also leave feedback in the form of comments. These are written notes that describe what the student is able to do, as well as what are the next steps for learning. Parents can leave comments too. We encourage parents to leave comments for their child connected to specific activities. Simply click on the comment button. The comments should be words of encouragement for your child. They will stay on the student's portfolio connected to that artifact. If you have any questions on the activity or the student's portfolio, please email your child's teacher rather than using this comment feature. Thank you so much for your time today. As we continue our rollout of student digital portfolios, I would like to thank everyone for the positive feedback that they have been sharing with teachers. Teachers have been working diligently to upload artifacts and give feedback to students. It can be a time-consuming process when initially learned, and we are confident that once students have the app, the process will be expedited. Keep an eye out for additional feedback throughout November. Teachers are working together in PLCs to learn about what high-quality feedback is and how to craft it. Near the end of November and into December, families will be getting additional information about the reporting process and how FreshGrade reports and Infinite Campus report cards will be used to support that process. This timeline is intended to align with the district report card timeline. Thank you.